Lions Nation, what a game! Our Detroit Lions crushed the Tennessee Titans with an incredible 52-14 victory. But while the scoreboard tells a powerful story, there's more to dive into, especially on defense. Yes, the defense came through with big plays, including 2 first-half interceptions and 2 forced fumbles by Amick Robertson. These helped keep the Titans at bay, but can we count on this performance moving forward? While we held strong, even stopping the Titans on a critical goal line stand before halftime, there are still some red flags. With only 1 sack on the day and limited pressure on Mason Rudolph, our pass rush could become a vulnerability against tougher teams. As the trade deadline approaches, GM Brad Holmes may need to step up to bolster our defensive line, especially if we're serious about our Super Bowl ambitions. And let's talk about some players who are stepping up. With injuries piling up, depth guys like Trevor Noy, Alquaiden Muhammad, and Jalen Reeves-Maybin have answered the call. Coach Dan Campbell couldn't have said it better: these players aren't just placeholders, they're fighting to make an impact. But is relying heavily on depth sustainable for a playoff push? That remains the big question. Now, onto some intriguing news. Could this be the end of Taylor Decker's time with the Lions? Our veteran left tackle has been a core part of Detroit's line since 2016, but at 31, his performance has started to dip. Decker has already allowed 15 pressures and 6 sacks this season, raising concerns about whether he can continue to hold his own against top pass rushers. Yet, it's not all bleak. Outside of a few rough outings, his average pressures per game still keep him competitive. So, is it time to let go or give him a chance to rebound? There's no question, Lions fans, that we have a team built for greatness. With a few strategic moves on defense and some honest evaluations on the offensive line, we can keep pushing towards that Super Bowl dream. What do you think? Is Decker still a valuable piece, or should we start thinking about a new path? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the loop with every Lions update. As we celebrate this moment of success, the anticipation only grows for the challenges ahead. We're on a 5-game winning streak, and with each game, it's clear that the Lions have the potential to go far this season. But football is a game of adjustments, and if we want to solidify our contender status, these defensive improvements need to happen soon. The role of our front office, especially Brad Holmes, is crucial right now. The possibility of a trade to strengthen our defensive line not only fortifies the team to face tougher offenses but also demonstrates the team's commitment to chasing the ultimate goal. And it's hard not to be excited about what Coach Dan Campbell is building, a resilient team that fights until the last minute and relies on players willing to make a difference. For fans, seeing players like Trevor Noy, Alquaiden Muhammad, and Jalen Reeves-Maybin stepping up amid injuries shows the depth and strength of this roster. But, as we know, going all the way takes more than talent, it takes consistency and adaptability. We can rely on our rotation players up to a point, but to remain competitive in the playoffs, the team needs to make the right moves and bring in the right pieces to keep the defense solid. And, of course, the situation with Decker still has fans divided. Is it time for an overhaul on the offensive line, or will we still see the veteran at his best? With his contract extending to 2027, there's a good window for him to prove his worth and continue helping protect our offense. This resilience, which we've seen in him before, might be the key to staying relevant on our line. But if performance drops continue, perhaps a new phase is closer than we think. For the rest of the season, everything points to an exciting path, and any detail could make the difference in the Super Bowl chase. What do you think, Lions Nation? Should we invest in a trade to strengthen the defense? Should we keep Decker for another season? Leave your comment and share your opinion. And remember, stay tuned here on the channel for every Lions update on our road to glory. As a Lions fan, it's hard not to feel excited about this moment we're living in. Seeing this team with so much potential, piling up wins, and showing grit and determination reignites that hope that, for us, is always intense. The blowout win against the Titans was fantastic, but the concern for the defense is real. The truth is, if we want to go far, especially in the playoffs, we're going to need a more aggressive and consistent defense. And when I think of Decker, nostalgia kicks in. He's been crucial at many points, a player who's become part of the Lions' identity over the years. But I also understand that football is a game of renewal and adaptation. If he can't maintain his level in big games, we need to start planning the future of the offensive line without him, which is never an easy decision for a fan's heart. Brad Holmes is in a crucial position. The trade deadline is approaching, and it would be incredible to see a bold move to strengthen our defensive line, especially knowing we have the potential to go far this year. The decision between betting on current depth or going after a high-impact addition will test the vision and courage of our management. But one thing is certain, this team has already given us a lot of joy this year, and with the right pieces, we can dream big. So, let's go Lions Nation. Let's keep supporting and believing, because this season still promises a lot of excitement. For those following every step of this team, nothing is more motivating than seeing this positive energy both on and off the field. The fans are confident, and the Lions are showing they won't back down, no matter the challenge. The unity among players, Coach Dan Campbell's enthusiasm, and the front office's commitment are clear signs that something special is forming in Detroit. The next phase will be a real test. Facing stronger offenses and more prepared offensive lines will require the best from our defense and our pass rush. As fans, we know these details are crucial, especially in the playoffs, where a single play can change the course of the game. And that's why I feel now is the ideal time to give that final push, whether by strengthening the defense or bringing in a pass rusher who can really intimidate opposing quarterbacks. As for Decker, he still has my respect. Watching a veteran player struggle to maintain the ideal level always leaves a concern in the air, but you can also feel that he still wants to give his all for the team. If he can fix these issues and stay solid, great. If not, we'll know the time for renewal has come and that new talents need to take the spotlight. Lions Nation, we're on the brink of something big. This season is showing us that we can face anyone, that we're more and more ready to compete for a title. Let's stay united, supporting every play, cheering for every win, because this team is giving us reasons to believe. Stay tuned and get ready, because this journey is bound to bring epic moments.